Hey, this is David Morelli from the Enwaken radio show. We're here in traffic because this show was all about, is stress killing you slowly? Stress is the number one killer in your health. It's the number one killer in relationships. It's the number one killer of your happiness. Here are some of the highlights from yesterday's show. Today, I am joined by Gary Quinn, who is the founder of Touchstone for Life coaching certification.
I had everything organized exactly where I was going every hour, and I love that because I know exactly at that moment I know where I'm going to be. And when I had to do my official papers to give them for working there, I already had them filled out. They were already done with the passport. She was like going, "No, nobody ever does this who comes over here," because I understand that I did that weeks ago. When I start packing for a trip, I don't want to be, I used to be stressed out the night before. I start putting the suitcase out 3 weeks before I'm leaving.
Wow.
And I start putting 4 things every couple days. So at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm already packed.
Yeah, there's a way that you have to be willing to live it, not just as an idea, but as an embodied experience. And I know that you just recently got back from Japan. You were doing sessions over there. And as we were preparing for this conversation, it really struck me that the number one cause of disease, of divorce, and unhappiness in general is stress. And if we aren't addressing how to de-stress, essentially, we're missing the boat on our health. We're missing the boat on our relationships. We're missing the boat on our happiness. And here we are in this segment, which is the laser coaching section. In this segment, we're going to help one of the callers, one of you, integrate what it is that you've learned thus far and to move it forward in your life. Now, as you're listening, one person gets to be coached here on the air. However, look for the truths in your life. Look for the ways that as we're coaching Stephen, that you're going to be able to apply it to you.
What spoke from the show to me was a lot of energies that I have that are stressing me out. I know don't belong to me, and they're really not in line with like who I am, like what my essence is, like as a true, like who I truly am. I know that my stress is like not mine because I stress over the dumbest things ever.
What are some of the things that you stress over?
Well, I think it gets funneled into like even traffic. Like I will be so stressed out to even drive in traffic. I don't necessarily like worry about things. Like I'm not stressed I'm going to, not make money or stuff like that. It's like I'll even have like a dream that'll set me off into like stress mode.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I actually have physical pain in my gut. Like it feels like a gas bubble or something that's associated. It comes every now and again with it.
Stress bubble bubbling up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So energetically, and as many of you know, the skill of being able to tune into energy is something that you can learn. It's something that I learned for a long time ago. I learned how to do it, and then I built a coaching system around it so you can actually learn to tune into energy to be able to help coach somebody and to make money as a business, and that's what the Enwaken coaching program is for. But as I tune into you using that, one of the things that I see is we all have a sort of bubble, an energetic field, you might say, or a personal space. And like you were talking about, you said, it doesn't even feel like mine. A lot of times what happens is when that bubble is a little bit like Swiss cheese, so to speak, you let in other people's expectations, or, you go into a busy store and you can sort of feel the stress come into your space, so to speak, to come into your body. Or it's like you walk in, you go, ooh, right? And, a lot of people have that. And so this field around you is meant to be sort of your personal sanctuary. But right now it looks, to me, energetically a little bit more like a bunch of kids had a party, left some beer cans, you know what I mean? Clean up, chips everywhere. And that looks like, their sort of energetic stuff. And, you can get mad at anybody who, sort of parties and leaves all that stuff behind, or you can go, wait a second, why do I keep leaving the door open? Right? So energetically, what I'd like to walk you through is how to set that up sort of energetically so that you don't leave the door open, right? And for all of you who are listening, you can do this as well. You can follow along as well. But are you up for me guiding you through a quick process?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Much better. It's not that your life won't have stress. It's rather that you'll be able to handle the stressors and the strains that come up in your life with a lot more ease and relaxation. So, I hope you enjoyed this show. To get the entire show, go to Enwaken on iTunes.com and download not only this show, but the other shows that we've recorded thus far. And if you'd like the integration meditation from this show, go to Enwaken.com/radio. Have yourself a relaxing life and day. See you soon.